We'll get to it. Hello, William. Please tell people out there what they can expect from your film Osiris.
A nonstop thrill ride, a hell of a good time. So I think they're gonna really love it.
Haha. Yep. And tell me about the look of the movie. Tell people how long it took to develop the visuals here.
There's that's a kind of a broad statement. The production design that took several months to build our sets, and the VFX that side alone was a year and a half. So this has been a bit in the making. So we're ready to kind of show it off. And the creature design alone, the creatures, they were from Todd Masters of Masters Effects, and that was a huge undertaking
I
because
see.
we decided to go as practical as we could with everything.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And were you inspired by any first-person shooter video games?
No, I mean, no, not really. I heard someone make a comment about a Doom. I'm not a big gamer, um, but I think they're awesome. I'm just not very good at them. So
Neither am I, but I did feel like it was the vibe of a first-person shooter game, like Quake or Doom, as you said, for
right,
sure.
okay,
Yeah.
very
Well,
cool.
just it's a lot of action, and we're blasting a lot of guns for a long time. And if you want to compare it to something like another experience, that's what I would immediately do.
Right. Yeah, I mean it is a nonstop action running gun battle. So aliens and commandos and everything.
Yeah, it looks cool. I also read someone compare it to Halo. It was like this guy's ripping off Halo. That didn't seem fair to me.
Yeah, I'm sure you're always going to have people saying you're ripping off somebody. Um, I think we're doing our own thing, and if anything, I mean the inspirations would be things like the Predator and Aliens and those kinds of things. But those aren't the movies. If any reason to look at those movies to go, okay, how can I step away from that? You know, I don't know of and again, I'm not a gamer, so but I don't know of any movies that have seen kind of a tactical action between aliens and commandos. So that was something really different.
Cool, cool. Um, and Linda Hamilton's in the movie. That's amazing.
Yeah, and she is amazing. I love Linda. She really crushed it. She had a challenging role, and she really did well. It was great.
And tell people about your other cool cast members, please.
Yes, leading the pack is Max Martini. People may know him. He's been. I've done a couple movies with him, the channel, and he was in 13 Hours. He was in. I mean, most recently he's in Lioness. He was in the Unit TV series forever. He's just done it all. And then you've got LaMonica Garrett, who's kind of their team sergeant. And LaMonica is from 1883 and from also from Lioness. Mike Lurby from the unit, from um, the Mayans, and Barry. I mean, just fantastic. And Linz Edwards, Jaron Mitchell, David B. Meadows. I mean, we have Brianna Hildebrand. I mean, we've had an amazing team.
Oh, cool. So I have a hypothetical question for you. If you could check out alien life, but still be able to come home, would you
Right.
still be ready to do so? Would you go for that?
No, I think I'd stay right here. I think I'd stay right here.
Yeah, I know. People are talking about colonizing the galaxy and SpaceX. I don't. I'm fine with just staying on Earth myself.
Right. Okay. Yeah, 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 for sure.
Do you have a favorite scene in the movie?
You know what? I have a number of scenes that I really love. I mean, our I would say our opening was a blast. We did that in like 2.5 days, which was crazy. Um, and I also think that there's a great scene between Linz Edwards and Brianna. Um, that it's kind of hard to talk about it when people haven't seen it yet. So, but
Sure.
yeah. So, but there were it was just it was one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had making a movie. The crew and the cast and everything. It was just such a good vibe every day. It was really, really tough, but it went really well.
Yeah, great. So when the end credits roll, what do you want the audience to feel?
You know what? I want to feel that I want them to walk away feeling entertained. I want them to, this is the movie crack open a beer and grab the popcorn and you just go on a thrill ride for 90 minutes.
It's a great summertime movie, I would say.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's sort of what I associate a hot, scorching days with. Films like this.
Yeah, of course.
So if you had to pick another one of your films to do a double bill with Osiris, what's it going to be?
You know, my, you know, I would go the channel. The channel's a very different movie. It's a bank robber um, gone wrong situation where our crew of bank robbers are their heist went really badly and they're trying to get out of the city in one night. So that's a great time, and I really love that movie.
All right. And how would you kind of, encapsulate or characterize your form of cinema? And how does Osiris fit in and how does it stick out?
I think what I try to do is ground even a crazy idea like this as grounded in reality, as gritty as it can be, and take it on as if you were doing any drama, So to try and make it as um, again as grounded as I can, and I think my approach as far as the action is, first I've got to get the audience invested in the characters, and then as far as the action is concerned, again, I want my violence is violent. It's not sexy and cool. It's there'll be people that would argue that, but I mean, I think it looks like an uncomfortable place to be. It's like if you see a street fight, you kind of want to look away, but you'll look anyway. And I think trying to make sure the stakes are high with violence is an important thing.
Cool. And who are you say, like maybe like three or four filmmakers that you'd be influenced by?
I mean, the greats. You could say the Scott brothers. Ridley and Tony, Michael Mann, Fincher. I mean, I could go on and on.
Do you like John Carpenter, Luc Besson?
Oh, I absolutely. I loved The Professional. I loved the original, his La Femme Nikita, Luc Besson. And then yeah, John Carpenter. I grew up on Escape from New York and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, he's the best. I just wish he was still making movies.
Yeah, same. But the albums are really good, so we've got that at least.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And if you ever made a video game of Osiris, I'm sure he'd be playing it.
yeah. That
So,
he,
sorry.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and I really like the look of the alien. He's sort of like a hunky xenomorph. Well, how do you describe the antagonist here?
I mean, we talked about like what was their culture, and I think they're more like, I mean, visually, they're we kind of refer to them as like space Vikings. They're this warlike, almost like if you think Klingon like mentality of coming in and ravaging everywhere they go and taking what they want and moving on. So, but the design was that was all Todd Masters. I gave him some ideas, but my creature designer Todd Masters came up with this look and vibe, and
Yeah, great. Do you think maybe like the interest in UFOs and stuff like that, and in alien life, do you think that helps interest in films like Osiris?
I think I mean, I, I think anyone who's a fan of the science fiction genre, I think all of that's just adds to it. I mean, while we were making this movie, uh, the Voyager probe went dark, and all of us were talking about that. So it's like, or we'll see that there's some new object coming towards Earth, and wait, it changed directions. What's that mean? So I think we just inherently going way, way back, Lost in Space and all that stuff. I mean, everyone gravitates if they have a thing for it. It's anything sci-fi.
Awesome. And would you do a sequel or even make this a trilogy?
I would love to. We'll see. We'll see how the audience responds. I think it. I think there's lots of ground to go with on that.
Oh yeah, when definitely when the end credits hit, I felt like we had more story to tell and more stuff could definitely happen in this world. William, thanks so much for your time. Is there a final message you'd like to end this interview with?
I would just like to say, Friday,
Mhm.
July 25th. Please check it out. I think you'll have a great time.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.